people
Yeah,
have been
so
taking note. We'll figure out this might be Owen's number two.
yeah, so again, it was very close at the top of this class, and if they get picked back-to-back picks in either order, I wouldn't really be surprised. I've picked Francis Mauigoa from Miami. Um, when you talk about people being an absolute unit, I think he fits that description. He's 6'6", about 345 pounds, and he carries it really well. He doesn't carry bad weight. He's got a real kind of frame to movement ratio that doesn't really seem to match up. He's got a really explosive first step, and he really wants to hit people with that first step. He mirrors speed rushes really well, and he's got a lot of lower body power. He's got, I would say, knockback power in the run game with really heavy hands and excellent grip strength. And he collapses edges really well and widens lanes to the outside. Really, really strong at that. Sometimes he does rely on that power a little bit too much. But in the pass protection, he's got a really strong base and anchor. He's patient when he's set. His hand use is developing. It's getting better, and you definitely saw growth in that. And he manages inside counters particularly well. I think recovery technique, he just needs to improve a little bit, but he's recognizes the moves really well. He plays with a real nasty streak. He's a real kind of team first guy, and his improvement, he has gone on a really good trajectory. There is a lot of talk at times that people have said maybe would he move inside. For me, no, I would let him play at tackle. I don't have any concerns about him playing at tackle. I think he's shown that he's got really enough to play at that position, and I think that teams should let him play at tackle before thinking about moving him inside. If we've talked about that, let them fail at tackle first. He's someone I would definitely, because if he succeeds at tackle, particularly on that right side, you've got someone to anchor that right side for a long time.
Yeah, interesting that we're talking about the top two guys and they're both right tackles. It's not very often, more often than not, that it's on the left side, isn't it, that dominates the discussion. But yeah, number two for me, physically dominant, technically polished, with rare power, balance, and he just overwhelms defenders as a run blocker, but calmly erases edge defenders in pass protection. Built like an NFL cornerstone tackle, plays like one as well, wins with violence in the run game, but stays calm in pass sets. I think he's an early first round pick who shows kind of those elite traits to be a two contract type of player. Much of the strengths are the same. He looks like an NFL tackle, broad frame, thick lower half. He was able to displace defenders off the ball consistently with churning leg drive and solid grip strength. Uses his hips to negotiate through contact and drive defensive ends and linebackers out of running lanes when needed, and maintains a wide base and upright posture when needed. Strikes with force and precision with his hands, jolting rushes with contact, and his finishing mentality that he plays through the whistle and looks to bury defenders when out in space. Weaknesses for him and why he fell behind Spencer Fano in my rankings. I think when he loses, it's almost always in the same way. So I think that may be easily fixable in a way, and it's one of the reasons why people are talking about him potentially being a guard. But I think when defenders win, it tends to be when they're attacking his inside shoulder, and his feet can get almost stuck underneath him, stuck in mud, and when he doesn't win with that initial contact. So when he loses that initial contact and they're able to take on the inside, that's where he concedes sacks. There was two sacks conceded in 2025. So I think that there's always the option to move him into guard. I'm of the opinion I'm more than happy for him to play tackle, and that's just something that he can work on. But I think he profiles as a long-term solid right tackle who can take well into the second contract. But you do have that ability to move him inside, and don't be surprised if some people do prefer him inside. But it's just because of that potential foot speed to mirror when he loses initial contact that made him fall. But that was the only weaknesses I had for him.